Chris Zimmerman, our voice director, I just talked through a line or two with her, and then suddenly, boom, there he was. So, he just sort of lives somewhere inside me. I don't know how to explain that.
Have you ever become, kind of curious about Otacon's interests and whatnot? Most notably, his love of anime. And...
not really. I mean, I'm not a big anime fan. I certainly appreciate it. Some of it's just astounding artwork. It's really remarkable. But I do know people who, I do understand the notion of sort of obsessions. And, when people get really locked into something and it becomes a big deal and a major influence in their life, I think that's sort of human nature in a way.
But you said a little bit earlier that, Otacon has kind of become a part of you. Do you ever find yourself doing or saying something that you think Otacon might actually do or say?
That's a good question. I never thought about that. Not really. There are times when he gets a little bit snippy with Snake, and every now and then that will pop out of me. But other than that, not really. It's funny, that was one of the reasons why, after 5 years, I didn't know if he was still there, because it's not an aspect of me that really comes out all that much.
Yeah.
But he's there.
Some of your fellow voice actors have mentioned having Metal Gear Solid related items in their home, and do you have anything like that? Maybe figures or something?
I do. My brother-in-law is a huge Metal Gear Solid fan and a big-time gamer, and he tracked down, quite a while ago, the Otacon action figures that were out at the time, and he gave me a couple of them, and I very proudly have them on a mantelpiece, which is great. And I think I have, one of the games came out with a poster, and I have that, although it's not up on the wall at the moment, but I do have it. And then I think, when MGS2 came out, the Konami actually sent me the deluxe Japanese version of the game, which of course you can't play because it was geared for the Japanese PS2, which I didn't have. But it was kind of cool to have it, and it came with another action figure and a booklet and other stuff like that. So I have all of that tucked away. I think David Hayter has, the most sort of paraphernalia, as I recall.
Right. Are there any weapons like from the series that you wish you could kind of own?
Well, it'd be kind of cool to own a Rex, but I don't know where you'd put it. You'd need to build your own garage for it.
I know I've had a few moments where I wish I would have had like Stinger missiles or something.
Yeah, sure. There's always that moment, and certainly they come up with some pretty cool technology. What I like about it, though, is that it's not overly far-fetched. The technology that Konami comes up with, it's entirely believable. It's not like they're sort of ray guns that you would use from Mars that no one understands how that would ever work. Everything in the series is kind of grounded in a certain type of reality, which makes it all the easier to get absorbed in,
Right. You also, when Super Smash Brothers Brawl was being recorded, you actually went in and recorded Otacon for that as well.
Yes, that's right.
And it was, I guess, that was a little bit more out of character for Snake than it was for Otacon. And the moment that I'm drawing from right now is the Falcon punch, Falcon kick, little dork out moment that Snake and Otacon have together.
Yes. It's funny, it was great that Smash Brothers wanted to include those characters. I was really excited by that, and we had a lot of fun recording it. we managed to get kind of dorked out in a couple of things there that was really fun. But actually, I think that's a really good point. I think it was a little more out of character for Snake than it was for Otacon.
Yeah. That was I remember like listening to the Kodak conversations, and that one came up, and I died. Like I died of laughter. It was classic.
Yeah. Well, it's one of the great things certainly about Otacon, but actually the whole Metal Gear game is that there is so much humor in it. Yeah. It's not all dead serious.
Absolutely.
And that's been certainly a lot of fun to do. But I think it just it makes the breadth of the game greater, and I think that's really great.
Yeah. I've actually been forgetting to give credit to some of the people who asked questions, but this is from Aja, and I really hope I'm saying that right. But she wants to know if you would ever consider penning a video game script yourself if given the chance.
Wow, I mean, I'd certainly think about it. It's a lot of work. I mean, the script for Metal Gear is thousands of pages long. Yeah. So I don't know if any one person could ever do it. But sure. I don't know. That's interesting. I never thought about that. Yeah, I might.
Awesome. And this question is from Angel, and with Guns of the Patriots officially sort of bringing a close to the series, what will you miss the most about working on it?
Oh boy, there's a lot that I'll miss, and I would preface that by sort of with my fingers crossed, saying never say never. But I really like the people involved with Metal Gear, and the process is a really exciting one for me as an actor because you're in the studio, sort of in a booth, and you just have to spontaneously go with what's in front of you, and it's very demanding in the moment, but it's really very exciting. And it's even more fun when you're in there working with someone else, like David Hayter or Jennifer Hale or any of the other really terrific actors that they get for this. In general, the thing that I like the most about being an actor is working with the other artists. That kind of interaction between creative people is just a very exciting feeling.
Right. And so, what's coming up for you, project-wise?
I'm hoping, I'd really like to do a play. It's been a while since I've done one, and I'm hoping to try and do that. I have a sort of an ongoing small role on one of the soap operas, and so I pop on and off that occasionally here in New York.
Right.
I'm continuing my writing. I haven't been teaching lately. I need to look into that and see if I can do some more of that. You just keep trying to work. That's what you do as an actor.
Yeah, and I mean, are the auditioning, is that something that gets easier as the more you do it, or not?
No, it doesn't. Sadly, well, actually, that's not true. You get a little more comfortable with the process, but it's still nerve-wracking. And I think that any actor at any level will tell you that. Right.
Well, I wish you luck on all your future endeavors, and I think I speak for every Metal Gear Solid fan when I say that June 12th cannot come here fast enough.
Well, thank you. I mean, I agree. I'm really looking forward to it coming out too. My understanding is they're going to have some sort of red carpet premiere in Hollywood and all that kind of stuff. So it's a big deal. I'm very excited.
Wow, that's awesome. I didn't even know about that. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much once again.
That's my pleasure, Amanda. Thank you. And good luck with this website. I think it's terrific.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.